Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking another look at Kitty Kart Racing. This is a new map that they've released called Mushroom Madness. It is a slightly different design and layout to the previous ones, and it also has new obstacles. For example, the acid trip that I just ran into there, which messes up all your controls and makes it very difficult to drive. We then have the slippery patches, which I just avoided, and the boosts that were the same as the previous map, which give you abilities such as boost, weapons, or reload. I'm currently racing against the AI, but I have previously did a playtest with other players. The AI is quite slow, so whilst I was doing okay during this playthrough, it would have been an okay version against players, but definitely wouldn't have come out first as I do in the end. This is a new bit of the vine, and initially it felt quite challenging trying to stay in the middle, but once you realise it's quite sticky and you do just stick to it. I just drove around the edges and it wasn't much of a threat. Inside here you have to dodge those droplets as they hit you, as well as the vents, because they can slow you down or knock you off the track. You also have those big spikes. They can be slightly frustrating because there's not really anything you can do to avoid them. It becomes more of a timing issue. And when you get knocked off, sometimes you can be dropped back on straight in front of a spike, so that can get mildly frustrating. The overall map does feel slightly more challenging than the last one. I found with the last one I could just completely just not even bother steering particularly and just go full throttle. I didn't use the brake at all in this one still, but the obstacles were a little bit more daunting and actually had an effect on the race as I was going along. I did struggle with the shooting. If I was driving well, trying to shoot and aim was quite difficult. I did play both with keyboard and controller, and both of them had limitations, whether it was through the driving or the shooting. I couldn't seem to find both of them easy with the same kind of device. It was definitely more fun when I was playing the playtest with other people, a bit more competitiveness to it, and kind of that social aspect really played into the kind of game that they're trying to build with the family-friendly style. Overall, I'll be excited to see how they build out more maps, see if anything gets more challenging. I'd like to see a map where me holding down accelerate all the time actually has some sort of risk to it. But so far it's felt like I should just keep doing that and go as quick as I can, and just if I get hit by an obstacle, I get hit by an obstacle. There'll be other things that I'm excited to see. I wonder whether they will do more karts with slight differences, whether there'll be new weapons that come out, as well as the maps that I mentioned already. Overall, it was an enjoyable experience. Strongly recommend it for a social aspect if you're looking for that kind of game. Just playing yourself versus AI can get a little flat pretty quickly, but when you're playing it as a group and doing it quite competitive, that is a lot more fun. But that's all there is for this quick update on the new map. This one I don't think has been released yet when we were doing the play test, but it's definitely worth keeping an eye out to see when the new maps come out if you are playing the game and want to try out one of the new maps. But that's all for today, and I'm sure I'll catch everyone a bit. And remember to look for games you enjoy. Cheers.